Hey everyone, this is Barry with Christenson Transportation and another round of Safety Takes Priority. Today I wanted to address something that's been an issue with the world, I guess. Handheld device usage in vehicles, whether it's Snapchat, cell phone, Instagram, Spotify, whatever it is, doesn't belong in the truck. So we get notifications. We got cameras that tell us when somebody's doing something, and then we've got people that, I don't know what to say, put themselves above the world. That's a risk behavior. That's why it's such an issue. And for people that don't understand or comprehend or realize the amount of risk they're doing to themselves, to the public, to the company, and to their co-drivers, it's my job to influence that behavior and to change it because it's a safety factor. It's an unnecessary risk. Nothing you do on that device is worth an accident and harming yourself or other people. So we went out and we purchased a few products to help us perform some corrective action and some behavior change, modification, a lot of words, I don't know what it is. But anyway, so I've got this new product called No Cell. And what it does is it allows us to go into, if little Johnny can't get off his tablet or phone, or he's wanting to watch a video or whatever we're doing, it's distracted and we're getting notification and they don't want to change that behavior, they've got two options. They can pack up and go down the road and take that risk behavior somewhere else where it's going to be tolerated or not tolerated. They'll probably figure out that nobody's going to tolerate it, because it seems like every time somebody says, well, I don't want your cameras, I don't want your interior cameras, I'm going over here. Well, 2 days later they're calling, well, they've got them too. And other than that, I love Christensen, so I want to come back and I'll quit doing what I was doing. So for those that want to play the game, but they just can't break that habit themselves, I'm going to help them. So the no-cell device locks the phone down. It locks out all applications on that phone. It doesn't lock your tablet out. The stuff that we've approved, that we put in there to communicate with, to notify you, that has voice to text and all that, it doesn't block that. It doesn't block cell phone use. Handheld device, all of our trucks have the ability to Bluetooth to the stereo system on the steering wheel. You can answer calls, hang up on calls, all that kind of stuff. That's not the behavior. It's the handheld. It's the distraction. We don't see a lot of distracted with the phone. It's when they're texting. It's when they're watching videos. It's when they're constantly moving their attention. So we got no cell to put in there, and it just locks it down. Now, once you become stationary for over a minute, and you come somewhere and you stop, or you pull in a yard and park, it opens back up, and you can use your device for whatever you want to, because you're not driving down the road, and you're not a safety risk. So we've got some of those devices. We're going to really start monitoring and enforcing. I never like to just start a policy and say, well, here's the policy, it's already changed. So that's why I'm doing this video, saying it's going to change and we're going to enforce it. And so we're going to put people on a 90-day thing. We're going to put it in their truck. We're going to activate it, and it's going to stop that behavior. And hopefully over that time period, you've learned that there's other things to do, like drive the truck, talk on the phone on your hands-free device. Everything that's okay and not illegal and not unsafe, we're going to allow. But hopefully, they say 30 days creates a habit or breaks a habit. Well, we're going to add a little bit to that for safety reasons, for disciplinary reasons. But, we don't want to. We're not just throwing darts at the dartboard and saying, here, we'll put it in this truck this next 2 months. We're going to put it in the violators' trucks, and we're going to let them know what their options are, and hopefully that'll change it, because we work really hard to get good drivers, and we want to keep them. It's not my job to run the drivers off, but the drivers, I always tell people they fire themselves. Whatever they've done to create a an offense so egregious they got to go somewhere else, they did that to themselves, not me. I didn't participate. I'm just affected by it. And really your coworkers in the motoring public are affected by it, and they've got no say-so. You're making decisions that affect everybody else, and nobody else has a say-so in that decision. So we're going to work at it. We're going to fix it. We're going to retrain. So don't be surprised if we get a hold of you. It's not a punishment. It's a behavior modification. So really look forward to that, because the last thing I want to do is just start running people off. I want to keep the good drivers, because you got here from being a good driver. So there's a lot of potential there. There's a lot of safety in knowing what you have. As a person in my position, I don't want to judge a driver based on what they've written on a piece of paper. I want to judge them by what they've done here. And if they got in the door and they're still here and they're good drivers, I want to do everything in my power to keep them. So I'm on your side. I just got to help you. I'm gonna be big brother or big sister and say, hey, let's fix this. So that's it. Hopefully I don't have to put it in your truck, but if I do, let's make it work. So thanks for being here. Thanks for being concerned about yourself and all the other people, because that's what the whole intention is. So thanks for being at Christenson Transportation, where the truckers truck and safety takes priority.